You see, Madam Inspector, we are all gathered here because it's
Mr. Taylor's birthday, surprise birthday.
No, it's not.
Actors are at the center of any production. From your favorite series or movie, actors and actresses bring to life the stories that we enjoy and look forward to binge every day. But how do the characters come to life? Who even decides who plays what role to make the movie or series a reality?
My name is Gerald Langiri. I'm an actor, I'm a casting director, I'm a location scout, production manager, I'm a filmmaker, basically, in short. If you had to summarize me into one word, I'm a filmmaker.
After 5 years in the IT industry, Langiri decided to follow his passion, acting.
I've been acting ever since I was young, as far as I can remember. Doing all those church plays, primary school, nursery school, primary school, high school, all the way to where I am now. But professionally, I joined the industry in 2011. My first show ever was a show called Mashtaka. I joined in as a lawyer, then went to a show called Mali as a lawyer. Did several other shows as a detective. There's a show called Maisha. Fast forward to recent times, I think I've done a lot of movies, House of Lungula being one of the, I think, most popular movie which I've ever done. There's another movie called Fundamentals, which is also the lead character in that. Again, fast forward to more recent times, I've done what? Jesus, it's many. Google me, if I can say that, like, because there's a whole portfolio online though. Like, I'm not even bragging, just Google me.
About 5 years ago, Gerald delved into the other side of filmmaking, from being the star on the screens to finding the stars to be on the screen.
A casting director basically translates characters on paper into real life. And by that, I mean we are talent scouts. And by that, I mean we get a concept, a script, an idea from a writer, a producer, director. Then they source our services to just, this is what I have. I want you to give me people who will match whatever it is I have on paper in the script, in a nutshell. So that basically means reading the script, understanding it, break down the characters, see them in your mind. Casting is one of those things where it's very emotive, it's very personal. It's one of those, a good actor to me might not necessarily be a good actor to you. You get who you might find appealing or beautiful or sexy or, you know, looking for a handsome guy might not necessarily be the same definition I have compared to the next person next to me.
Langiri says sometimes getting the right character for the story is not an easy task.
We share a client who rejects every person you have in your head, and then you have to go back to the drawing board. But then you change your character because you're asking for a horse, and you know, yeah, I have a goat. What should I do about that? So it's a creative process. It's a think tank process because there's a lot of thinking to do. There's a lot of networking you have to do. There's a lot of online research you have to do, actually, given the pool of talent we have in Kenya, which is not that very large compared to Hollywood and other bigger industries. So it's a matter sometimes of just trying to get someone off the street and tell him, what, you have the look. Can you act? No, I can't act. Can you train to act? And yeah, so it's pretty much that.
Selena is one of the most popular shows in the country, so much that one of the actors used his 1 minute with the president to ask him if he's watched the show.
Honor Selena! Honor Selena! Maisha Magicist!
As captivating the show was, the casting wasn't easy.
For Selena, for example, I think we had to have 3 or 4 auditions for that. And we actually found Celeste the show on the 4th audition. Like the first audition, we like, yes, there are people, there are options, but they're just not. Again, there's that picture in your head that shows her as a casting director or as a director. And when she just walked in, and we knew that's the one we were looking for. That's her. Like, actually, I saw her on the line, like, I think that's her. She has all the qualities I'm looking for, so yeah.
Casting has evolved over the years. Initially, aspiring actors and actresses would camp outside the Kenya National Theatre or other art centres looking out for posters for auditions for TV shows and movies. But that is changing.
Corona also came and changed a lot of things because nowadays auditions are not really physical, or you rarely find nowadays people holding public auditions where you see 100,000 people show up. Nowadays they do online auditions where I ask you to send in your pictures or send in a tape And from that, we can actually just choose, which saves a lot of time on our end, to be honest, and resources, because then now it's upon you as an actor to have the right tools that are required from casting directors.
Langiri's skills in IT didn't die down. He used them to develop a website where actors and actresses can have their portfolios, something that eventually played a key role in him becoming a casting director.
When I joined the industry, that was in 2011 to 2012, I realized there's a loophole. And the loophole is we are fast growing into an IT world, but our processes are still the same old. How come when I Google Denzel, I'll get a lot of information about him, but if you Google Gerald Langiri, that time you not get anything. That is when I came up with a website called actors.co.k, which is basically a resource for actors. For you as a producer, as a director, if you're looking for actors, you go there, go check out people's profiles. It's like an IMDb, but for Kenya, okay? And then for actors also to try and just market themselves, to put out their portfolios, to put out their work, because when I joined the industry, the biggest actors for me who are my idols are the Raymond Ofula, the Ken Ambanis, the Liz Jaggers, people I used to know, but we can Google the party and information about them.
Social media has continued to play a key role in the film industry. This has helped them discover new talents and maximize their potential.
Social media has changed a lot. It will change things even further. It's happening in Hollywood where people now are not even being cast. The Kardashians are not being cast because they're good actors. Well, they get straight to become good actors, but they were cast also because they have this huge following. If I have Kim Kardashian, if I have Nicki Minaj on my movie or show, I know I'll make money out of it because she'll come with her own audience. So yes, then we as casting directors also need to figure out, how do we mix the two? How do we mix the talent plus the business side of things to merge into one where we have a product which, can sell.
If getting casted for a show or a movie is on your list, the casting director says one has to use every avenue, including social media, to put out their talent out for the world to see. But most importantly, work continuously to sharpen their talent.
Because it's one thing to have the skill, it's another thing to sharpen it. And because again, it's talent. Like if you're a musician or you're a guitarist or pianist, you still go into the studio to try and, work on it. Whether you feel like as an actor, just because you were told once you can act, or because you feel like dramatic, or because you have expressions, now you feel like now you deserve to be on TV, it doesn't work that way. So that's talent. How to act for screen, how to act for TV, how to act for stage. Those are three different things which, as an actor, you should first know, where do you belong and how to grow from one stage to the next if you really want to become a TV actor. We're living in an IT world, we're living in a social media world. I've had to cast guys from Nakuru, I've cast guys from Mombasa, because I'm Tuma. They come, they see an audition, they come, they show up because again, that's the passion they have. They're driven. So have your talent, be passionate about it, be driven, market yourself, network yourself, push your image out there, because how will you get found if we don't see you? If I don't know you, how will I give you work?